Hey, so I decided to just break everything into 25-minute blocks. And so this is the next time. So last time we were here, I was going through all these kitchen drawers, containers, because I can't fit them all. I just moved in. The show is all about me trying to figure out how to take a ginormous mess that came from an overstocked house, in every regard overstocked, and then feel really comfortable and really have it feel easy dropping and shedding things and having a house feel great and open and playful, but not feeling like, oh, I won't have that thing, or oh, I need that thing and that's not the right knife, and oh, I gave that one away. I'm sorry. I think a lot, I don't know. I'm not alone. But there are all kinds of reasons why I hang on to things, and I just wanted to go through my whole house and just have it all be fantastic. I'm so sick of this. And I am the worst. I mean, you should see. I mean, one more time. Let's just review this. This is day one. I moved in last night. I mean, look at this. Look at this mess. I mean, it's everywhere. Oh my God. You can go back and review my video where I did a walkthrough to show you, where everywhere it's a mess. And with this kitchen area, particularly, I don't know if you can see this here. Like it's like there's nothing is back. There's things all over the floor. The hallway's full of things, and I'll go through every day and just go through what changes are made and everything. But I figured let's just keep going here. So I was just talking about these. Right before I cut out from last time. And I know this is a perfect example. I have two. One of them is able to do something the other one can't. So I can take a nonstick pan and I can blend eggs. I can crack eggs in there and just say, you know what, maybe I should have just whipped them up. Because I used to sometimes be like, I just feel like cracking in there. But then like, you know what, it's not breaking up. I thought if I just start cooking it, it'll mash up pretty well. And sometimes I go like, this is really sucking. It's not really mashing up. And I always cook eggs in a nonstick pan. So I was like, I should get one of these whisks that works in a nonstick pan, so if I ever change my mind and want to jump in there and whisk something, it's not going to be like destroying the pan. So I got this, but then in reality, I pretty much just make eggs and make them look messy. And who cares? Like, why do I care to have it look really nice? It's only if it's just like really bugging me. And even then, I can have my nonstick spoon and just chop it up. So I'm thinking I don't need either one of these. Like, I don't see myself making eggs. And even if I do, why not just use a fork? I always use a fork. I don't reach for this. You know why? It's a pain to clean it. And I never feel like it gets clean. What's on the inside? It's like holes with things that go in there, and you never get to see what's in there. And then you get to clean it like this, and just the torture of that. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I just use a fork. At the time, I can use a fork in the fraction. It'll do 80% of the job in 80% of the time, or 80% of the time. 80% of the job in almost the same amount of time, and then they'll have half the cleanup time. So it's like I should just get rid of this. And then what do I do about this one? Because this is good for in the pan if you change your mind. I don't really have a fork that's got like the nonstick silicone coating. So this could be a last minute save. So how about I just get rid of this one? So I'm going to walk it over. I'm going to dump it in to my giveaway. My growing giveaway box, which is over here. My lovely giveaway box, that you have to have a commitment to have a giveaway box if you're going to get rid of things, because you have to have a place. We have a place for everything and everything in its place. If you don't have a place for giveaway, it's going to be everywhere, and you're not going to take it out because it'll just be cluttering. So you'll hide the giveaway for a gazillion years like me, and then one day you'll have to move, and you'll realize that you're like completely dependent on movers, and you have to have a huge house, and you're slave to your rent because you can't give things away, and I want freedom from that. I want to be, and by the way, I'm trying to fix this thing. It does get a bit beat up. I don't know. Oh, why don't I put a rubber band on it so it keeps its shape? Maybe a strong rubber band. But this is going to be interesting because maybe this is like part of the reason it's always been trouble in that. Like, why don't I just keep it like that in the drawer? I don't know. It's already fairly bent though. That's maybe messing it up. Anyway, let's keep this for now. But this may be on the chopping block if it keeps catching the drawer, which it does frequently. Anyway, so which brings me to an interesting section, the wine thingies. Okay, so which is interesting because I don't drink wine, so why do I have three? I have three things for wine. Okay, so this one is your standard, you twist it, you pop the cork, and I never pop this. I never have wine. But I don't want to have wine and never be able to open it. This is one that you open it, you twist it. It's a little harder because you're like this. Well, no, not that much harder. It's the same thing. Wait a second. You put it in. You go like this. You have to go like this. Then you just go like that, right? So this one you put in, you go, but then you got to go. I Oh, no, actually you don't. Actually, I take that back. You go like this, and then you go like this. And it pushes on the bottle like that. But do I really want to do that? It takes up less space. The third thing is, and the reason, by the way, I'm doing the easy stuff. This is kind of easy because I have to do the kitchen. Like, I can't not have the kitchen be usable. Oh, wait, this is interesting. It's like almost like a, what the heck? A knife thingy? I don't know what this is. So basically, same thing as the other one, only it folds flatter, I think. It's a little smaller. Fits your hand better. Doesn't hurt your hand. But it's got a wood blade, so now you can't really wash it very well. So you basically... Oh, that feels great. Anyway, so it has a nice, it has a nice ergonomic feel in your fingers. Unlike the other one that's kind of like, feels like it hurts almost. It's like harsh. So you go like this. It's a little harsh. And then you pop it open. But the thing is, I don't even have a bottle to practice it on because I just don't drink. So then this thing, you got to prop that edge, and you got to lift like this. So I don't know what to do with this. They're like, maybe all three of them are particular. Why don't I just I should buy one thing. I should rubber band these together and decide to buy one thing. Or like, let's say like, I don't even buy sparkling anything because I'm doing paleo. We don't have sparkling things in the paleo world. There's no sparkling anything. There's no cider. There's just like, that's all sugar. So maybe I'm never going to use these if I'm not a wine drinker. Oh, sometimes they'll have like fizzy water that has a cork, like fancy fizzy water. Like, what would I want to do? And, I'm feeling a little weirded out by the wood. It feels like a little weird on it. I'm not sure what's on it. Like, maybe there's a coating or something. It's not good. Maybe to make it nice and oily, they put some funky coating on it. Headed for the giveaway. What I'm thinking is I should buy one thing that's a fizzy. Who sells fizzy water with a cork? I mean, what the... I mean, should I just give it away? This is what I'm saying. Shouldn't everybody have one of these? Should everybody have one? Why should everybody have one of these if they don't drink wine, their friends don't drink wine, they don't drink cider, they don't drink fancy cider, they don't drink champagne. If I'm ever a millionaire, I'm not going to open a bottle of champagne. I'm just never going to, why would I drink that stuff? Anyway, it's not that good for you anyway. Anyway, it doesn't taste very good either, to me. This is also really hard to open. It's got like a spring loading mechanism. I'm afraid it's going to... Oh, that feels great. Not. Ah! Even though it's fancier and everything, and it feel like there's this griminess. I'm giving this one away. Is that funny? I didn't even test it yet. I don't like the feel. They feel grimy on my hands. Like I think I got crap on my hands from that. And so I have left with this thing. This thing, which is a pain. This feels like it's a pain to use, though. Oh man. Okay, I should go see. Shouldn't I just put these in the giveaway? I have no reason to have a wine opener. What if somebody brings wine to my house? Don't I have to have one? And then shouldn't it be nice? How about that? How about it's for somebody who comes to my house? This is sharp and pokey and kind of not easy to open. This is kind of traditional, and everybody's supposed to be cool with it. And it doesn't take any talent. See, like when you put it in, that thing that you have to push down, because it's only one, it's like this side pushing on it, right? Why would I use one that's one-sided unless you would just want to be portable? And I don't care about portability. I'm only doing this if somebody comes to my house. So I think this one's the winner. But this has a thingy opener though. But so does this. You know what I mean? The thing that popped the bottle lid thing. I wonder if I have a bottle to test this on. This feels really good. Okay, so I think at minimum, I don't need a portable thing because I'm never going to drink wine on a trip. If I'm going to go walk somewhere, climb a mountain, and be really healthy, I'm not going to pop open a bunch of fermented, rotted grape juice. I wouldn't even pop open fresh grape juice because it's all sugar. So I'm sorry if I'm offending people who like wine. I just don't get wine. Don't get it. I'm sorry. I mean, nobody will understand me now, but it's real. Anyway, and the other thing is I have this other cheapy bottle opener, like a super cheapy one. Do I ever drink bottles that have like, I always drink things that are resealable. I mean, what am I doing? I would never buy this. So I should probably just give this away. So I'm thinking I'm going to give away this one. Maybe if anything, I'm going to test this. I'm going to put this in the maybe giveaway and I'm going to test it. So it takes a little bit of effort to clean up your life, but I think these two are going away. And yay, it's a little lighter. Okay. She scores! Yay! Okay, I hope everyone follows along with their kitchen. Has everyone else given away their wine thing? I don't know. What did you decide? Do you drink wine? And if you drink wine, is the one you use, like, is it great and you're keeping it, or do you want something different? I don't know. And then look, so we've got, I talked about, I might want at some point do the thing, the skewer thing. And by the way, I need to wash my hands. I feel like I left a coating on my fingers. Like that one that I put in the giveaway. It feels kind of gross. It feels like it's like some kind of a oil or something. And I know it might come off, but what do I care? Why do I want to even bother? Like, I'm not invested in that. I can just use the cheapy older one that's at least not got oil on it. Okay, so this is cool. Follow along at home. This is okay. Oh, look. I found a big fork. Remember last episode I was saying I don't think I don't have a use for a fork hardly ever. That's big, but I do have one fork. And I was like, I should keep one fork. Now it's like, oh, I have two. I don't really use either one hardly ever. If I'm ever going to serve myself, this is only for if I'm cutting it in public. Okay, so would I ever actually need two? Oh, this one needs to be clean though. I'm not going to give it away dirty, but I think maybe I'll come back to that later. And then I got a knife that doesn't even belong in here. Hold for a second. I'm going to put this in my knife block. Oh, which could bring us to another item. I got a knife block, and I got these different knives. And to be honest, some of these are not that great. Like this one's really long. It's like scary long. Like I don't hardly ever cut anything with this one. It's scary. Look at that. This one is like for doing the chop. Look at this. They're about the same, but this one I'm going like this on a cutting board. This one is like I can't. I think you can roll it because your knuckles are going to bang the cutting board. Hold on. You know how if you've ever done a cooking class. If you've ever done a cooking class, they teach you at some point to do the thing. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. They teach you to basically have a cutting board and do this, where you're like going like this, and you know I'm banging my fingers. Ow, 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 ow. Versus like this. Like you're supposed to like hold it to you like this, right? Like, you know, like this, right? So that looks pretty good. So I think we're gonna. This doesn't work, and you know what? It's scary long. I don't know what I would cut with this. I can't cut, like, I'm a paleo person, right? So I guess I could cut, like, meat. So I could take my fork I almost never use, and I could go like this. Is it for slicing? Almost like, what do I do with it? I mean, I could keep it, but I do this with everything. Look at this knife has hardly ever been used. You can tell it's like it doesn't have any scratches on it. I mean, or hardly any scratches. Like, nobody will use it. This one is definitely beat up because I use it for, like, cutting onions and things like that. Not that often, though. It's interesting. I'm cutting more and more, like, just in my hand. Like, I'll cut like this with, like, a paring knife. So, I'm not sure. Like, this is, like, the worst. I mean, if you put it in a big piece of fruit, it goes in, then you do this, and it pops out. You can't do the thing with your knuckles, like you bang your knuckles. Maybe I should give this knife away. Do you have a knife like that that doesn't really do what you know, sort of like half between two uses? This is a regular paring knife. That could be useful. I definitely use paring knives. Same thing. What kind of knife is this? A slicing knife or something? Like, maybe it's just for slicing meat, but don't I? Look at this. How often do I slice meat in public? Like, hardly ever. And, like, I should probably just pick one. And then let me put this one back. This is the regular chopping blade. I have two of those, and that's cool because we actually do use things. We chop things. So, and then there's this. This is one that's got a saw blade thing that's like super sharp, and it's like I hardly ever use this. It's more like for things like with a crust. Like occasionally we'll use this for something like a spaghetti squash because it's like I can't get anything in there, but it's like, oh, and the handle's greasy. How wonderful! I love greasy handles. They feel great. Hot. Anyway, so that one I might use because it has a unique use to it. Everything else in that. So the question is, what do I do with these three knives? And to be honest, I never reach for these knives. They're too big and too scary. And the thing is, the cutting surface is too far away from you to usually use them for paring knives. I should try to use one of these as a paring knife. This is the closest thing to a paring knife because it's shorter. See that? And then this is probably a slicing meat knife. I mean, how many people slice meat like in public and they want to have it look fancy? And then if anything, this is the sharpest knife. If you really want to slice a turkey, probably use this knife. So maybe I should go down to two or even one. I really, honestly, don't use either one of these hardly ever. Do I really need to have a knife I hardly ever use? Do you? Ask yourself that. So first of all, I'm going to put this in the maybe giveaway or probably giveaway. Me, I have to test it and then give it out. And if I don't want to test it, I should put a deadline. If I don't test it, I should just say, okay, you've decided it's out, because you know it's going to go out if you don't test it. So that leaves me with 2 of these. And then, look, I got some serrated knives. And by the way, this belonged with the cutting, the knife block, so it was in the wrong place, so I'm glad I found it. So the question is, do I keep this giant sharp knife? I don't use this. I mean, even if I'm cutting turkey, it's never a ginormous turkey. Seriously, how many turkeys do I have like that? And then if I did this, like, maybe these should both be in the maybe giveaway. And you know what I mean? The maybe giveaways, I have to use it once, and I know it's like I have to use it, and I'll make myself use it. And if I feel like I can't, I'll buy some turkey, because I buy turkey all the time. I make turkey all the time. But I never reach for that knife, and I'll make myself use that knife. I'll put like everything that I want to use for then give away or potentially give away, and I'll put it there, and I'll make myself, next time I reach for something, I make myself look there first and say, do I have something that can be used for this task? By the way, I'm putting these away that I decided to keep this time, and so now, if you're at home right now and you put something in that giveaway, this time is for you. Oh my goodness, this is so that you can actually see your drawer be visibly less cluttered. Oh my goodness, I can feel the relief. You know, I'm going to do it because I have more room. All these long things, I'm putting these all in one category. They're all long, right? Near each other, next to each other. And then next to it, I'm going to put all the short things, right? And just stack them. This is exciting. This is maybe how the other half live, that somehow magically, when they go to move, their stuff is not that hard to move, and it doesn't take them very long. And this was such a nightmare. This last move was such a nightmare. I was just like, this cannot happen again. I think since I moved in, I haven't really made a concerted effort to give things away, and it just started accumulating, and it just, sometimes I just, for example, I brought all the silverware. I was so proud I downsized so much, but not enough. So I'm leaving the silverware, so the shorty silverware is all together, and it's actually really orderly. Oh my goodness, I have to show you this. It's so exciting. I mean, for those of us who live with clutter, see, I'm going to see if I can hold this up. Okay, so I've got literally, look at that. It looks like not me, not my drawer. I don't know whose drawer that is, but that's not my drawer, but now it is. Okay, so that's really cool. And I'm going to put this cutting board back because I don't need it. Okay, and that leaves me with, okay, now I have, let's see, we have a few minutes left. We have 7 minutes left. I still have too much. I have this whole drawer with some things still left in it that I got a can opener. Oh, for example, we totally use the pizza cutter, so we have to have it. I mean, it's interesting we're buying less pizza now, but the thing is, even if you have one slice, the difference between using this thing on one slice and using a thing that's going to just mash it and pull the cheese off with a knife is night and day, so we have to use that. So which brings me to okay, what about all this other stuff? Oh, for example, we were just talking about this. I don't make batters. I don't do anything battery because I'm not, I'm a paleo eater right now. I might make something, but would I really reach for a ginormous thing that I have to now wash? I don't know. I don't feel comfortable totally giving it away yet. To put it with the other ones I'm going to make myself use. So see if I will actually reach for that. This is just for a Cuisinart, and it's sharp. It's pointy, sharp, and hard, and I don't think I can use it for anything. It's reaching. It has to be for the Cuisinart. I just don't see that working. So I'm going to throw that to the giveaway. She scores! Woo! Okay, so now I've got some silverware. I'm literally just trying to make myself. I know this sounds really lame, but it's just so much. It's an example of everything. Everything's an example of everything. So how you handle your drawers is an example of something, probably at least one other thing in your life, how you handle the same way. Because it's the same brain. Your brain is deciding that you should hold on to everything in case you need it. Or you're not thinking that's going to work out with people the same way with people that you're dating. Or that, it's not going to work out the same way you're thinking about, your job. I mean, it's it all is related to how you think because it's the same brain. We were talking about earlier, cleaning out like a peanut butter container. Well, here's a second one, not just one, I've got two. So do I really even need that? Maybe you should go with the knives, because people use knives to get peanut butter, right? So I'm going to throw that in the knife drawer. This is for like sharpening knives, which I never use, but you know what? Because I have knives, and I haven't sharpened them in a long time, I'm going to actually put this over here because there's a hole in the knife block for that, right? Oh, but wait a second. Then there's no room for my stainless steel clipper things I actually use more often. So maybe I don't. Maybe I should just leave it in the drawer. It is an unusual thing. I'm going to stick it in here. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Maybe I should make myself use it. Goes in the make yourself use it pile. Because I mean, I'm going to make myself sharp. I'm going to take a knife that's dull. I'm going to just do this. And if I just do this and it sucks, I'll be like, oh, cool, it's out. That will be very cool. Here, a thing about a plant. You put this in the plant, it sucks it up, it lives longer. It seems like it's like poison or sugar or something. I'm afraid to put it in there. I don't know what's in it. I'm not going to use it. So it's just been sitting here. Now it's out. Because now I have a priority of not keeping crap like that around all the time. Okay, so I have a spatula from childhood. Shouldn't I have one spatula? Ooh, what if I'm doing eggs in a nonstick pan? Maybe that's what this is for. Maybe I do want to keep this for if I'm making like an egg. It's like to replace a spatula. Why didn't I think about that? I don't know. But that may also mean this could be a good one. So you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to test these out. This has grease on it, which is just great because that's what you want to see on your utensils is grease. That makes it all really enticing to use. Anyway, so, and look, I have like a long container. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This might actually fit. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh, it almost fits. Oh, wait. I'll find a shorter one now. But I'm thinking of putting something right in the middle. Oh, 21 minutes. We got a couple minutes left. So, I have this grater thing, and I have this standing grater. And I have these little teeny grater things, and these are surprisingly good for cheese. Like if you're just sitting at the table and you just want to do this on your salad, you could just like. And I don't know if they were just given to me when I placed an order somewhere, and they're surprisingly handy. Like the kids use them, so just grab them, put them by their seat, and they go. If you're trying to do like a bunch of purple cabbage or something, I usually use the cheese planer instead. But sometimes you want to do like a carrot or something, and I could see myself doing this for paleo, right? Or like a bunch of lemon zest. I could see that. And then there's the little lemon zester that I think was, oh no, I think I put in the giveaway. It's a little fat, chubby one. I was like, why would I use such a little, man. But you know, it'll show up. Okay, brother. One of these. So one of the things I'm doing, I'm organizing my drawer, but I just want it to be lighter, and I want to feel like I can let go, and it can feel good, and it can feel like I'm not insecure. I'm not going to be deprived. I'm not going to have face suffering in the future because I did it. So now I'm almost, look at all these. It's so funny because I have all these things for lighting candles because they sold a really big container. And it was like cheap, and I probably had like 10 boxes when I had them, and they've lasted like 20 years. Although I have candles more often. Okay, so in here, I've got like more. I have so many toothpicks. Oh my gosh, I brought these as like travel toothpicks. So I got travel toothpicks. I've got these regular toothpicks, and I've got these flat toothpicks that we talked about last time. Like a gazillion that's spilled in here, which is, oh my gosh, I gotta clean it up. What a mess. So, like, I don't know what I would use toothpicks for. I mean, to be honest, I floss every night, and occasionally there'll be something stuck in my teeth, but I usually use these sharp ones. They're like really hard, pointy, you know. So maybe I should give them away. I'm thinking about it as we're talking. Another thing, so I had a food processor, and I want to eat vegetables. I don't want to eat everything just blended into like a muffin to bake into a pancake or something. So this is sharp and hard again. I don't see myself using this on nonstick. I gave away my Cuisinart. Yeah, so I'm going to put that in the recycle. It's super hard and sharp, and I think it will burn on a regular pan. It burned in a regular cooking, you know, application, but it will be scraping the nonstick pretty bad. So I'm just like basically cleaning up the drawer, and in the process of so doing, I'm finding like twisties, and I have a whole drawer, which you're going to go to that drawer next, that I've super organized, like twisties and things like that. Twist ties or twisties, however you want to say it. And so now I still have more stuff that doesn't fit in here. And I noticed also a really long, this is a thing for grabbing things on the top shelf, like grabbing paper towels on the top shelf, totally useful. But it doesn't fit in the regular slot, so I think I'm going to put in this extra long slot in the middle. And anyways, it's 25 minutes. Let's go ahead and wrap up for now, and I'll see you next time. I hope you're cleaning out your drawer with me. Let's do this together. So why not, right? And let's start next time with more kitchen stuff. Okay, bye. From, what was it called? Downsizing Made Delicious. Yum. Mwah. Bye.